All right, today we're diving into something pretty cool called Claude Code. It's all about taking the command line, the place where developers live and breathe, and turning it into a real live conversation with an AI.
Just think about this for a second. How much of your day is spent just trying to figure out a new project, or hunting down that one annoying bug, or just grinding through some tedious refactoring? What if, instead of all that, you could just ask for help right there, right where you're working?
And that's really the big idea behind Claude Code. This isn't just another app you have to open or another window to juggle. Nope, it's an AI teammate that lives directly in your terminal. It's built for the natural habitat of developers.
Okay, let's really get into it. The whole philosophy here is to make this feel like a totally natural part of how you already work, Not something that gets in your way.
And when I say seamless, I am not kidding. Just look at this. You can be up and running in like 30 seconds. For real. It's just one curl command to install it, you CD into whatever project you're working on, and you type Claude. That is it. No crazy setup, no complicated config files. You just go.
So, boom, you're installed. Now what? Well, let's tackle one of the biggest headaches for any developer, jumping into a code base you've never seen before.
Instead of burning hours, maybe even days, just digging through endless files and folders, you can literally just ask a simple question in plain English, and you're on your way.
And this is where you really start to see the magic. See, Claude isn't just looking at one file at a time. It scans and understands the entire repository. It'll give you a summary of what the project does, the tech it uses, how it's structured, all in a matter of seconds. I mean, talk about a time saver, right?
And once you've got that high-level view, you can start digging deeper. You can ask it to do things like trace a whole user flow. Say, follow the login process from the moment a user clicks a button on the front end all the way back to the database. It just connects all the dots for you.
All right, so that's understanding the code. But let's move on to actually changing it. Let's squash a bug.
You know the drill, you run your tests and boom, red text everywhere. Something's broken. But instead of diving down that frustrating debugging rabbit hole, you can just tell Claude what's going on. You can even just paste in the whole error message.
And then, behind the scenes, Claude just gets to work. It finds the relevant files, it analyzes that stack trace, and because it understands the whole code base, it can pinpoint the actual problem and suggest a real, concrete solution.
Now here's the real game changer. Claude doesn't just give you advice and send you on your way. It's an agent. You can actually tell it, hey, apply that fix you just suggested, and it will edit the code for you.
But, and this is super important, you are always in the driver's seat. Claude will show you exactly what it plans to change and will wait for you to say yes before it touches a single one of your files. No surprises, no rogue edits.
Okay, so understanding code and fixing bugs, that's huge, but it's really just the start. Let's get into some of the features that can seriously supercharge your whole workflow.
So Claude Code has these two main ways of working. There's normal mode, which is what we've been seeing. It just takes action when you tell it to. But then there's plan mode. This is perfect for when you're about to do something big, like a major refactor. In plan mode, Claude does a totally read-only scan and comes back with a detailed step-by-step plan before anything actually gets changed. Okay, this next part is one of my favorite things, because it really gets back to the classic Unix way of thinking. You can string commands together, you can pipe the output of one command directly into Claude. Like here, you can take a big, ugly build error log, pipe it straight to Claude and just ask, hey, what's the root cause here? This just opens up so many possibilities for scripting and automation.
And get this, it's not just about text. You can actually give Claude images. Seriously. You can drop in a design mockup and ask it to write the CSS. Or you can give it a screenshot of a bug for extra context. You can even feed it a complex architectural diagram and ask it to explain what's going on. To make things even faster, you can create your own custom slash commands. And what's really neat is if you put them in your project's .claude folder, they're automatically shared with your whole team. Or you can make personal ones in your home directory, and they'll be there for you no matter which project you're in.
And these commands aren't just static either. You can make them dynamic. Using this $arguments thing, you can create these flexible templates. So a command like /fix_issue123 could be set up to automatically go grab the details for that ticket and kick off the whole debugging process. It's like building your own little automation tools, perfectly tailored to how you work.
So where is all this headed? Well, when you start putting all these pieces together, what you can do becomes pretty much huge.
Just think about the daily grind, refactoring some ancient legacy code, writing all those unit tests, generating documentation, drafting pull requests, heck, even helping you figure out those awful merge conflicts. Claude is really designed to be that AI pair programmer that's with you for the entire ride.
And it really all comes back to this one simple fact. All of this power, this potential to completely change how you work, you can get started with it in 30 seconds. The barrier to entry is just non-existent.
So the real question isn't just what can this tool do, it's what can we do with it? Your AI pair programmer is ready to go. So what are you going to build together?